This is the Volunteer Appreciation Game Show. Woo! And we're going to start on a little bit of a serious note by lighting our chalice. So this chalice lighting is by Ben Ogilvy. We meet as members of a spiritual community. We covenant to engage each other with kindness and courage and love, including when we're playing games. We light this chalice as a symbol of our community, our covenant, and our faith. Voila! And because this is a volunteer appreciation event, we have a video message from Reverend Mary to kick us off.
Hello, OUC. I'm Reverend Mary, and I use she, her pronouns. I'm joining you virtually today as I begin a week of travel to be with family and to celebrate the milestones that happen in families. And I wanted to add my thanks to this volunteer recognition and thank you. And with great thanks to Reverend Sarah for this game show that I've only heard about. I hope that it goes wonderfully well. Every Sunday in the service, we say that it takes many hands to make things happen at OUC, and it's absolutely true. It takes many, many hands. And the many hands is the embodiment of our shared ministry together. It's how we minister to each other, and it's how we minister to the world. It's really how we take care of each other and how we take care of this world that we live in. There are so many hands and there are so many ways to engage, ways to offer care, ways that we show our love for each other and for this community that we are a part of. So there are so many teams and groups and people who are engaged in things that would be too many to mention. There are folks like the worship arts team that members you see every Sunday in a service. The pastoral care team, you'll see them with their stoles on in these next months as I'm away on sabbatical, and they'll be here to help hold the care of the congregation. The healthy congregations team working on covenant and things related to the health of the congregation. The partner church team, with our partnership in Kosholamos, the buildings and grounds team and all the things that they do to keep this building and grounds looking beautiful. The hospitality folks, greeters and ushers and cookies and coffee on Sunday morning, the welcome teams, the faith and action teams. And there is a team that I especially want to thank because they are behind the scenes and you may not know that they even exist. It's the ministry development team. And that is what used to be called the Committee on Ministry, and they are folks who offer support to me in my ministry at OUC to help me stay healthy and connected and well. And so there are 3 folks on that team, Connie Rule, Tiffany Felch, and Fritz Reedy, and I am deeply indebted to them for their care for me and my ministry to you all. There is one team that I want to lift up to as really a wonderful example of our shared ministry to each other and to the world, to the larger community for sure, and that's the Memorial Receptions team. So Melanie Ransom is the fearless leader of that group, and she has many, many hands that help her, Gail Reedy and Polly Taylor, and so many people who come and help out whenever we have a memorial service. And if you've been around for a while, you know that we have done a lot of those over these last years during my time with you. Some of them have been for congregation members, some of them have included the family, some of them have included a committal of ashes out at the columbarium. And so what the Memorials Reception team does is they help me and Troy as a musician to create the sacred space so that family and friends and community can come to mourn the passing of someone that we love. And what I so appreciate about the Memorials Receptions folks is that they understand that takes all of us to create that sacred space. And it's embodied in things like organizing the sanctuary so that there's Kleenex at every row for tearful eyes. having food and drink that's soothing and can fill up the spirit and the stomach of the people who attend. Putting canopies up out at the columbarium so that we are all protected from the rain or sometimes the sun, and that everyone is comfortable and welcome as we go through this ritual of honoring the life of someone that was so cared for and so loved. And that together is really what our shared ministry looks like. And I am so grateful for all that they do. So as you go through this day and these weeks and months to come, I would invite you to consider, how are you contributing to our shared ministry? And it doesn't have to be joining a team. It could be bringing cookies to a memorial service or a Sunday morning. It could be greeting once in a while. It could be working with Reverend Sarah as part of our welcome and being a buddy to somebody who's new. I would just invite you to consider, how can you be part of our shared ministry together? And to all of you, the so many of you are who are the many hands who already are, I say thank you, thank you, thank you.
So this is a part of that thank you. Thank you all for all that you do in our shared ministry and our care of OUUC. And this is a way to have a little fun about volunteers and all that they have done. So I'm going to have my slides come on up. Da, da, da. In the meantime, this is the intro song. Do, 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 do. Okay. So the Volunteer Appreciation Game Show. I hope you came to participate or to laugh and cheer on. Either way, our teams, we're going to have 2 teams competing today, and you're going to automatically be sorted into those teams based on the first letter of your first name. So the A team is anyone here whose name starts between the letters A and L. So if you know you're an A team, wave your hand. And if you're on Zoom, oh dear. All right. Well, we'll switch the letters in a minute if we have to. What about the letters M through Z? Who's on the Z team? All right. So we're going to change it. We're going to say the A team is the letters A through A. Yeah. All right. So if your name starts with A, raise your hand. If your name starts with B, raise your hand. If your name starts with C, raise your hand. If your name starts with D, raise your hand. If you're keep your hands up. Keep them up. If you're where was I? E. That looks like half the people. So A through E.
That's team A. I wanted to be on team C. A through E and F the rest.
All right. So we have our teams. Who knew that we were all so forward in the alphabet? Huh. And we will have a volunteer scorekeeper. Who feels like Vanna White today? Anybody want to be our volunteer scorekeeper? All right. Thank you. There's a whiteboard marker right there. And you don't have to stand there the whole time, but it does mean that when a score is awarded, that you add it to our scoreboard. Just a tick mark is fine, yes. Of course, this is terribly competitive. Terribly serious. That's how we are. Terribly. We could have a trivia game about how to form a committee, but we won't. So we have 5 games today. Some of them will be for our Zoom participants. Some of them will be for our people here in the room. Zoom participants, you also are part of teams A through E or team everyone else. And there's only 3 of you, so you're powerful. All right, so our first game, trivia quiz. How much do we know about the volunteers here at OUUC? Who thinks they know who all the volunteers of the month have been this year? Or what teams do what? Put on our thinking hats. And our teams may win some points. The points, very serious. The prizes, real. All right, so if you are a Zoom participant, and you think you know the answer to one of these trivia questions, raise your hand. So find that virtual button on Zoom that lets you raise your hand. If you are a in the room participant and you think you know the answer to this trivia question, raise your real hand. Find that right now. Locate your real hand. Have we located our Zoom hands and our real hands? Okay. All right, very serious. Here comes the first question. If you think you know the answer, raise your hand. Teresa, if the virtual hand goes up first, scream at me. Ah, I saw it in the room.
Who is Joanne Young?
Correct. All right, so that's 1 point for Team Everyone Else. Woo!
Put it in the form of a question?
No.
That's practicing for Jeopardy. Yes.
All right, ready for the next one? What team led us in a safety training this year? Alex online, okay.
The safety team. Safe congregation team.
We'll accept that. The safety team. So that is 1 point for Team A.
Yay, me.
Woo! All right. What's that? They have changed their name a few times, which is part of why I will accept any name. The official name currently is the Emergency Preparedness Team. And I said currently. All right, ready for the next question? Name one of our volunteers of the month. I saw it in the room.
My partner here in crime, Eric Ness.
Yes. So the answer was Eric Ness, and that is correct. So that is one more point for Team A. No, she won't know all the answers. All right, and not to worry, this is a complicated thing to run a multi-platform game show, so we're good. All right, next question is, who raises money for OUUC through e-sales? I saw it in the room. Microphone in here.
I was gonna say Eric.
That's a negative 1 point for Team Everyone Else. And we're coming over here.
Susan Dodson.
Yay, correct answer. On the A team. I love that our points are smiley faces. All right, next. I use all the microphones. What is it called when someone takes care of a section of the grounds?
Adopt a plot.
Another one for Team A.
Hang on, see. I wasn't helpful. Yay.
I think this might be our last one. What volunteer role wears dark red stoles on Sunday mornings?
The greeters and welcome people.
Yes, and that is Team Everyone Else. Another point. Woo! All right. Our next game is strictly for the people on Zoom, and in which maybe only one. You're guaranteed to win. So we love our acronyms. Lots of our teams have strange acronyms, or think of their team name because they want a certain acronym. The Environmental Action Team is EAT. The Sabbatical Committee wants to be SABCOM. So this next game is to create a funny acronym for an imaginary volunteer team at OUUC. Please enter it in the chat, and we will choose our favorite.
There's only Team A members.
And in the meantime, please all join me in singing the theme to Jeopardy. Do 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 do. We do all know it. All right. So we have one entry, and it's a good one. Snacks after service and silly you. Sassy.
I think because the acronym starts with S.
Yes. That is definitely a big point for Team A. Woo! All right. Our next game is for the people here in the sanctuary. Pictionary. Would anyone volunteer to be our artist? All right, Arlene, come on up. First artist. I'm going to give you lots of pens to choose from.
So both teams are guessing from the same artist.
That is correct. Both teams are guessing from the same artist. The points will be awarded based on how I think you did. However that is. Yes. So this is a type of volunteer action. So this is a verb, something that a volunteer does here at OUC. Arlene? All right. And yes, you could just shout, just scream. Ready, set, go.
And Alex, if you want to shout things out, you can too. I'm going to listen to you and shout them in person for you.
Oh, these are good guesses.
It's Thursday night dinner.
Ah, it's correct. It's Thursday night dinner cooks. That is definitely one for Team A. Woo! Oh, yeah, the cook has curly hair. All right, thank you, Arlene. Could we have another artist? Another artist, yes, Tiffany. Da-da. This is another volunteer action. All right, so this is something else that a volunteer might do.
Speak at the service. That's for all committee.
Teach a class.
Yes, teach a class.
Aw.
Woo, that's Team Everyone Else. A point for Team Everyone Else. All right, and one more artist. One last artist. Anyone? Anyone? Going once? Yes, Josie.
I can do charade.
All right, this is yet another thing that a volunteer might do at OUUC. And whenever you're ready, begin.
Light the chalice. Put a rock in the bowl.
The prompt is something that someone might do as a volunteer here at OUC.
Get dunked. Wash dishes.
Close. You're getting close.
Clean the storm pond.
That's
Oh, give
very
offering.
specific.
Give an offering. Is
Not,
that money?
not quite right.
Water grounds. Maintenance team.
Plants.
Yay, you.
Clean the parking lot.
Keep the parking.
10, 9. Oh, yes, fixing something was correct.
Well, that is a hard one.
That is a point for team everyone else.
We're getting wiped out. But
Well done. Well done. All right. Our next game, we'll need our slides back up. We're giving Teresa a workout. Yeah.
All right, Team Z, we're coming up. Let's go.
All right. Our next game is taboo. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Don't touch. Excellent. So, how this game works, this one maybe isn't as familiar to people. This is a game where one person gives the clues for trying to get other people to guess a certain word. You can't say the word itself or any words that have also been identified as taboo. It's like password. Yep. Yeah. So you just give other clues. It's all descriptive. You just talk and hope that they will guess. But you can't say the words that will be up on the slide. So I need people who did not accidentally see that first word to be in our first guessing group. So who besides, okay, Anita, you didn't see the word? So come on up here where you can't see the TV screen. All right, yep. We'll trust you that you can't see the TV screen. Oh, stand right under the TV screen where you can't see it. Yeah. Did anyone else not see that first word by accident?
I guess.
Jean? Tiffany? Okay, come on up. You're part of the guessing team. Alex can guess online as well. Please do. Yes. Okay. So, who would like to give clues? Who would like to be the clue giver? You're the guessing team. I need a volunteer who wants to give clues. How do we score it? Whoever I think is cool. That's exactly right. I've always wanted to have a game show where I got to do whatever I wanted. All right, so Arlene is going to give the clues. And if you think you know what this is, it's a volunteer role at OUC. As soon as you think you know what it is, just yell it out, okay?
All right.
Volunteer role.
Okay, this is a person that comes on Sunday and stands up in the front with Reverend Mary and talks. Worship Associates team. The person,
You're never gonna get this.
All right, I'm giving a point to team everyone else. Woo, good guess. All right, the other words, you can sit down now because now nobody has seen them. Well, now I need a different group who would like to be our next guessers. Different group. Come on up. Come up where you can't see it. All right, anybody else? Yeah, be a guesser. Okay, so all those online, you also can shout it out, put it in the chat. Either way, Teresa will relay it to us. All right.
But then we could see.
Ah,
We can see it.
Who would like to be giving? So much pressure. Whew. Let's take a breath. This game is intense. Who would like to give some clues? All right. Anita wants to give some clues.
Mark, Mark.
The word, we're waiting for the word.
But I have to look to type.
Okay. I can say as many words as I want. I can talk and talk and talk. I can talk and talk and talk until everybody in the room is what?
Oh.
Is what? Asleep, or they have to sit there and stay awake, and they are so. What? Bored. Keep going.
Keep going. Board what? Oh.
All right. I'm giving Team A a point for I'm. So hold on, everyone. Oh my goodness. Team A gets 1 point for clever clue giving. Team everyone else gets 2 points for 2 correct guesses.
We're too correct.
All right, I believe we
Where
have
the
one
points
more of
go?
these.
Yeah.
So who would like to guess next? Who hasn't had a chance to guess? Yes, Reverend Eric. All right, Karen's gonna guess. Any other guessers? Arlene's gonna guess. Okay, and our last clue giver. Who would like to give the clues for this last taboo word? All right, Tiffany.
I feel like Stevie Wonder.
Okay, Karen.
Stevie Wonder. Do-do-do-do.
All right, I'm not touching like this time. You're doing it.
Where's my sunglasses? Those would work.
Okay, this group took a leap of faith this year.
I was slow.
Obviously, I put the wrong taboo words up there. I was like, no fundraising, no pledge drive, give it leap of faith. Huh. Yes.
That required specific.
All right,
knowledge.
well done. Karen, did you already award a point for that?
I did.
Yeah. Nice. They're getting bigger. All right, so we've got one game left to go, and we look like we're at close to a tie.
No, 7 to 8.
Team Z has pulled ahead by 1 point.
Boo!
Oh, we awarded the point for Tiffany for giving the clues. Wait, you're right though. Eric, you were guessing. So
I missed that. I missed the clue giver. So
it's all good. Let's just bring us up to a full tie. Let's give one to Team A so that we're at a full tie. We are now at a complete tie with one game left to go. That is correct. There are actually door prizes for everyone, and those who are online, you can get your door prize from me the next time you see me. I have a basket of door prizes.
Next week.
It's the Volunteer Appreciation Game Show. Everyone's a winner. All right, so our next game is charades. Next and final
Because we
game.
volunteered to be here.
All right. If anyone on Zoom would like to charade on camera, you can volunteer to do that. Otherwise, we'll have our charaders in the room. Either way is good. The rules of the game of charades are one person acts something out. They cannot speak. They cannot make any noise.
Alex volunteers as tribute.
Alex volunteers as tribute. Excellent. All right. So we're going to send our clue across the ether sphere through private chat. Yes, yes. Alex is going to become much bigger. We want to see big screen, Alex. That will happen in just 1 second. All right, so this is, once again, something that people do at OUC as a volunteer. And so Alex is going to act it out without words. Those on Zoom who wish to guess can as well. Those in the room who wish to guess. Just go ahead and shout it out. And if you're on Zoom, Teresa will hear you. Does that work, Teresa? Yeah, okay. Wait, already? Yes, Alice was so fast. Woo! That is 2 points for Team A. That's true. Taking away one and a half points. All right, bowing to popular acclaim, we still have 2 points for Team A. All right, well done, Alex. This game is definitely rigged. All right. Another charade volunteer. Who else would like to act out a volunteer action at OUUC? Anyone? Alice, yes. Come on, front.
She gets
All right.
it. She gets it.
So this is something
What is
that
happening?
people might do
No.
at OUC. All right. Ready, set, act. Yes, sing in the choir. Josie. All right. So that was a point for Team Z. Team everyone else. Well, we're gonna give it all to Team everyone else right now, because we're trying to end on a tie.
Because we're trying to.
Because everyone's a winner. All right, this is our very last one. So if you have been wanting to participate and you haven't yet, this is your last chance. Who would like to act out one more volunteer role at OUUC? Peer pressure. Oh, Karen's got it. All right. All right, ready, set, act away.
Put the hymnals away.
Librarian. Book sale, sorting books.
Yes, sorting books. Woo! All right, that was a point for Team everyone else. Let's get our final score of the raw scores before I award bonus points. So it looks like Team A currently has 10 points, and Team everyone else currently has 11 points. I am now awarding a bonus point to Team A for style, and another bonus point to Team everyone else for good spirits. And then another bonus point to Team A for punctuality.
Yeah, you're a good boy.
So our final score is a beautiful tie. Everyone's a winner at OUUC. Thank you so much for playing our game today. All participants and audience are eligible for a prize. I have a basket here. Please choose the prize you would like before you leave today. They are some wonderful books, some stickers, buttons, a tote bag, flying wish paper, and fancy matchboxes. Do not light the matches inside OUUC. So, all participants, please pick your prize, and thank you to everyone who volunteers at OUUC. Thank you all.
Yay!